Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Maxandjuancast. Max, we back.
We back, brother. We are back.
Rose, Rose from the dead.
Anita Wage. What does he say? What does he
Uh,
say?
Anita Max win.
Anita Mogs cost. One Mogs cost. There it is, baby.
All right. Look, we're like freaking 4 days late, 3 days late, whatever. Your boy got the Rona. All right. I
And
got
the
the
HIV.
vid. I got the vid. All right. Your boy caught it. Um, Thank God for medicine, bro, because couple of days ago, I was feeling like shit. I have not been able to do this podcast, bro. I can finally talk, can still hear it in my voice, but I'm good, bro. I'm good. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, comment down below, all that good stuff. Look, week 18 is upon us. Last week of the regular season. God, it fucking went so fast, bro. I'm fucking sad. Okay, we only got a few weeks left of football. And little update, man. I finally got the graphic ready to go. Here's our official pick'em record. Max is one game behind, ladies and gentlemen. He had a great week last
He
week,
was
12-4.
talking shit, guys. He was talking the loudest of shit to me. And I'm back. I'm ready to fucking strike. Congratulations, one. You won your league. I'm proud of you. I'm the silent partner. You ask some questions too. I give you a little advice.
Hell
1% to
nah.
me. You owe me $1, pimp. You
That's
owe
a
me a
lie.
dollar.
That's
But
a lie.
congratulations are in order. I just want to tell you that. Shout out to my fucking boy Michael. You won his league too. Hey dog, if you're around me, you win. If you're me, you don't win. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look, long story short, Max is down by one in the pick'ems. All right. It's going to be a big week. And we got a couple of disagreements this week. All right. Look, anything you want to get off your chest as far as last week goes to start off the pod? Do you want to just free flow? Once we get to that team, we'll talk about it. How you feeling?
Yeah, I would like to do that. This is going to be a tricky week because there's certain games where you're like, fuck, the Niners are resting a lot of guys. The Rams are resting guys.
Yeah.
It's a tricky situation. So it's going to be a fun week. I think I love how the NFL does a scheduling now one where it's like the teams that are like have shit on the line are playing at the same time. So there's no waiting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Well,
my only thing.
good thing for us, we got Saturday football. I like the Saturday football. I really do. I've been
More
enjoying
than
it.
Thursday?
No Thursday night football.
No, do you like it more than Thursday night
Yeah,
football?
I like it more than Thursday night football. Um, Even though Thursday night football has been kind of good to us this year, as far as the quality, I think
Do you think teams have just figured it out now? It's not like as new as it was back in the day. Like they're more used to playing one game on Thursday.
no, I still think it's a bad idea. Like I still see teams like sitting guys on Thursday nights, and I still see guys getting injured a lot on Thursday night football. But the quality of
Mhm.
it is good. I think last year the some of the fucking matchups that they had, it was just bad luck and terrible games. Like Chicago and
And anyone.
yeah, I think it was Chicago and
What was the
Cleveland last
Chicago
year.
game where Al Michaels was like, "Fuck, I don't want to be here"?
Oh,
Who was
Chicago and
it?
Washington. Like that shit was
Oh,
bad
yeah, that's
last year.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
bad.
That was this
So
year.
uh that was this year. And it was a good game though. Like you see, it
Yeah, I
was good
know, I
luck.
know.
It
I
was good
agree with you
luck.
though. I agree with you.
All right. Let's start off with Saturday football. Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Baltimore is resting the majority of its starters. I know that Tyler Huntley is going to be the starting quarterback, and Pittsburgh is favored. Max, how you feeling about this one?
I'm going with Pittsburgh one. This game means infinitely more to Pittsburgh. Goddamn 9-7. I don't. I truthfully feel like they're the reverse of their record. But regardless of the day, Mike Tomlin again avoids another losing season. Pretty sure we both said under on this team from the start. But I think they're going to win this game. Mason Rudolph and them had something kind of figured out last week. This game means more to them. Baltimore, I would sparingly see guys like I don't think Zay Flowers is going to play much. OBJ's not. Kyle Hamilton's not. They're going to rest a lot. Mon, do you expect to see Roquan and Patrick Queen in this game?
Probably not. Probably not. But look,
So I'm on Pittsburgh, but it's fucked because Baltimore's type of team that can still win a game like this.
yeah, look, I don't buy it. I don't buy like them not caring or Harbaugh like throwing in the towel. Resting Lamar is one thing. I agree. Like you can rest Lamar, but the rest of the team, like I feel like guys are gonna play. Guys are gonna play hard. This is the Team Max and the Ravens that they win in the fucking preseason and they actually care about that record. So like I can see them not wanting to. Like who would want their division rivals a chance into the fucking playoffs? That's how I see it. I got Baltimore all the way, dude. Pittsburgh, do I like some things from Mason Rudolph? Yes. But I just feel like he's better than Pickett and Trubisky. Like there's
You know
no
it's fool's gold. You
yeah,
know it's not
like
real.
come on. There's not much up to go from where they were. So I got B more all the way. 24-20. Max has Steelers 23-17. All right. Let's go to Houston and Indianapolis. Look, the Colts, man, it was an impressive win last week. They beat a Raiders team that was hot going into it, hot defense, and Alec Pierce was making plays. Jonathan Taylor came back from injury and, had some things going. They're a weird team, man. I just feel like Gus Bradley has that defense going. Like, it's just weird what the fucking Colts do. They just find ways to win week after week, and they're here. They lost Anthony Richardson, and they have a chance to get into the playoffs here. How do you feel?
Well, this isn't truly a pick'em game. You're in Indy. Houston's a good team too. You didn't really touch on Houston's side, so I will. This is a team we started off with no expectations.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud has showed to be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL as a rookie, and the talent to just work with anything. Lost Tank Dell. He's made Nico Collins, Noah Brown look like real weapons. One thing that's underwhelming, I'm sure it has you. Damian Pierce didn't take the leap. He kind of seemed to fall back to Devin Singletary. But this is a true pick 'em, man. I love both teams. I don't care who wins this game. I'm picking the Houston Texans because I think this is CJ Stroud's moment. And I can't wait to see it. I think it's an awesome Saturday night game. Like, dude, I know it's 2 9-7 teams won, but they're 2 9-7 teams who are kind of Cinderella stories in their own little way. And I just can't wait to see what they do. And Jacksonville is doing really poorly. They could lose to Tennessee. They really could. And if the winner of this game, if Jacksonville loses, is going to win the AFC South.
Yeah, correct. And you can't say enough good stuff about Houston. Both of these teams are playing with house money basically. And Houston losing CJ Stroud to that concussion really did derail their season. I feel like they
went 1-1.
Yeah, but that one game's gonna matter. Like you're gonna look back and be like, man, if we had Stroud that game, we'll probably be in the playoffs, So it's gonna suck for them if they wind up seeing their way out. Both of these teams are weird. The AFC South, you don't know what to expect. I'm gonna roll with Houston, 27-23. I'm gonna go with the better quarterback, and the one thing to watch out for Indianapolis, man, is their defense loves to make fucking plays, bro. Week after week, it seems like they're getting a pick six, a fumble recovery, causing a fucking crazy turnover. Yeah. It's who they are. That's what I'm scared about.
And one just right now, because so Saturday is really the AFC playoff. Like there's a lot of AFC playoff stuff. I'm just going to hit the scenarios real quick. For the Steelers, they're going to make the playoffs if they beat the Ravens and there's a Bills loss. They're going to make the playoffs if they beat the Ravens and the Jaguars lose. So that's pretty contingent on them winning. Pittsburgh has to win this game. Yeah. So as long as the Bills lose, the Jaguars lose, or the Texans and Colts tie, that's the scenario. Texans and Colts tie, don't make the playoffs. And if there's a tie, all the Jaguars lose and the Texans and Colts game doesn't end in a tie, they make it. So basically, they need to win. The Bills need to lose. Jaguars need to lose. And the Texans and Colts doesn't a tie.
Yeah.
Right? For the Colts, they need to win versus the Texans and hope for a Steelers loss. That's pretty much what they're Texans. They need to beat the Colts. There's a Jaguars loss and Steelers loss or tie.
Jesus.
That's pretty much the scenario.
Yeah. A lot of shit, and then a lot of ties involved too. It would be crazy if we get a tie.
Let's just assume there's not going to be a tie.
No ties. Yeah.
Let's just assume. And the Jaguars, if I think we should move to them next, just to kind of put a bow on this whole division. Okay. They win at the Titans, they're in. They win the division. They're playing for the division.
Nice and simple.
A tie. I'm sorry. If there's a Steelers loss and Denver loss, they'll make the playoffs, even if regardless of the outcome.
Yeah. They're 5.5 favorites. They're in Tennessee. Look, man, I don't want to give them so much credit because the Panthers look like shit. And everyone thought that the Panthers were going to give them a game because how bad the Jaguars looked. They got the job done. They shut them out. Their defense came to play. And I don't know what to make of it because their offense still looked not that good. It really didn't. They had short fields. They barely converted in the red zone. What do you think?
I got to go with Jacksonville. Tennessee is going to make this a game. I don't think this is going to be a walk in the park. If Jacksonville shoots himself in the foot, they will fucking lose. Tennessee is not going to lay down and die. I don't believe that's in their DNA. I'm going Jacksonville 24-21. Yeah, but Jacksonville won from a team we thought could contend with anybody. I don't know if it's all the injuries or that something. They just seem like they're a tier below everybody. Yeah. Like, to me, they're a shittier Kansas City where there's just something not right and they just can't get the job. Like, do they ever show up completely? It's always oh, let's kind of limp in and win. It's never let's dominate. Other than Carolina, they suck.
The way that their season has turned out, it's been mildly disappointing. You know, they've had highs and they've had lows.
A lot of injuries, though.
Yeah, they've had injuries. But look, Lawrence is back. You're playing a division opponent. You're more than capable of blowing out this team. Do it. Blow them out. Look good going into the fucking playoffs, bro. And maybe you can have some fucking real confidence going into that playoff game, man. So, Jags, let's get it done. I got 27-21 Jags. Max has 24-21 Jags. All right, let's go to Tampa Bay and Carolina. This is a meaningless game for the Panthers, of course, but Tampa Bay, simple. Win, you're in. They win the division. 5.5 point favorites. This game scares me, honestly. I kind of wanted to go with the Panthers.
Because of how Tampa looked last week?
Not based off last week. I just feel like we always kind of see this week 18 where it's simple for a team, like you win, you're in. And it's like, oh, they're going to beat that team. They suck. They're good.
For all the people wondering, why is it so easy for Carolina? Because there's no pressure.
Yeah.
Literally. There's two things are going to happen. They're going to get fucking rolled on or they're going to win.
Yes.
I doubt it'll be close. Because they're going to either phone it in or they're going to give them the game of their life.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
Baker is kind of banged up. I don't think he practiced this week once. He had a couple of limiteds, but I think he should be fine. He's going to play in the game. Look, I of course I'm going Tampa Bay though. Me too. If I'm a betting man, it's Tampa Bay. I got 29-10. Max has 24-14. But hey, just it happens a lot in the NFL. I feel like Tampa Bay, when you're in, you're playing a division opponent. This was a close game last time they met up. Carolina had a chance to win this game. It was a close
Same situation as last year, right? With the Tampa needing to win to lock up the division.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Carolina team that has nothing to fucking lose. They have no incentive to win. They have no
first round pick to tank. There's no pick. I think we should go to Atlanta and Saints. Let's go with the divisions because the wild card for the NFC South is pretty bare. It's really about the division. Yeah. It's about winning that fucking division. Because if Tampa Bay loses, this Saints and Falcons game is must-watch TV.
Yeah. So Saints are at home. Of course, they're playing the Falcons, like Max said. 3.5 point favorites. Look, man. Fucking Saints. That's all I can say. Fucking Saints. They come out. They have an
How about
impressive
fucking Falcons?
the Falcons are the
How
same.
about fucking game? Like fucking Falcons and Saints.
They're such a mirror of each other, man. It's like once you think that they're out, they're right back in. They reel you back in. And look, that was an impressive win for the Saints. You're on the road, division opponent, and they come out and they dominate. They really do. Their defense dominated. Derek Carr looked good. Taysom Hill comes in the game for them, and their offense is looking really, really good. It's gonna fucking honey dick us. It really is, because we don't know what team's gonna come out this Sunday for the Saints. Because if that team comes out that we seen last week, they're gonna win, right? Like, it's not even close. Mm-hmm. They should dominate. But it's probably not gonna happen because you're picking the Falcons 24-20. Tell me why.
There's no consistency in these teams. That's why they're both 8. The only thing consistent about them is inconsistency. Every week, you don't know what team you're going to get. Atlanta might come in there and stomp them. New Orleans might stomp Atlanta. Just to give you a little perspective on what this game means to each team. Atlanta, they win, and Tampa loses, they win the division.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a road for them to make the playoffs outside of that. The Saints, they win, Tampa loses, they win the division. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky, because if the Saints win and the Seahawks lose and the Packers lose, they're also in. That doesn't strike me as likely. The Tampa Bay, even if they lose, if the Seahawks lose and Packers lose, they have a chance to get in. Again, not likely. It really rides on Tampa. If Tampa wins, this game's meaningless for Atlanta. This game's pretty much meaningless for the Saints. But I'm going with Atlanta one simply because I just don't trust – I don't trust either team. I just think Atlanta really could have made the playoffs this year. They really just squandered some fucking games. And back to Ritter sucking. I'm going Atlanta 24-20. Don't love the pick. It's really a pick 'em game. I really don't know what to say. Like, there's no rhyme or reason. There's nothing Atlanta does so much better that gives them the edge, right?
Yeah, they're playing
you want
each
to say
other.
Derek Carr for the Saints, but do you really think Derek Carr is that much better than Ritter right now? Like is he playing so much better?
You don't know what quarterback you're gonna get. If you're getting the quarterback from last week, yeah, he's 100% better. But sometimes he'll come out and it's crazy, man. Me and Max were talking to a Falcon fan the other day. Shout out to Jason. We're talking about Derek Carr. Like, it's so crazy how, from a Raider fan's perspective that I've been watching Carr this year, how similar the Saints are to the Raiders for years. Like, that's how the Raiders are. And he's playing the same exact way. And Max says it perfect. He does just enough to keep his job. It's like 1 week he'll reel you in. The next week you're like, what the fuck happened? Who is this? What are you doing? And it's just crazy to fucking see, man. It's red zone woes. It's fucking
anyone gets around him. It's crumble up.
It's crazy.
And then sometimes it's like, let it rip. Just be. I don't know. Both these teams have a really big offseason ahead of them, where I think Atlanta's a little different because there's a clear problem in Atlanta, right?
Yeah,
it's like their quarterback plays so bad, and they're 7-9. If they get blown out, Atlanta gets blown out. You fire Arthur Smith or no?
Yes, 100%. And
what about the opposite? What if Dennis Allen gets blown out?
No, I think Dennis Allen is safe. I think they.
Would you fire him?
Would I fire him? Yes, I would fire both of these coaches.
You would have fired that motherfucker before the start of the year.
Yeah, but it comes down to this: more Dennis Allen than Arthur Smith, just because I feel like, in the Falcons' perspective, it depends who you're gonna get. Like, if you're gonna get somebody that's lower than Arthur Smith, don't do it. But like, hey, if Ben Johnson's out there, go for the fucking moon, dude. Like, you have all these fucking superstar draft picks.
Arthur Smith was the Ben Johnson of his offseason.
Yeah,
isn't that funny?
I think Ben
Johnson, no, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I'm just saying it's funny because Arthur Smith was the hot name. He was like, this is the OC who authored this awesome offense, and now it's the guy who's like, Kyle Pitts, you're a fucking decoy.
Fucking insane. All right, let's go Cleveland and Cincinnati. We can pick this one pretty quick. Cleveland's not playing for much, right?
No, they have
Maybe,
nothing. Joe Flacco sitting. They're locked in as the fifth seed because Baltimore fucked them.
yeah. So I got Cleveland. Max got Cleveland 30-20, 27-14 for Max. Anything you want to say on Cleveland or Cincinnati from last week?
I just want to applaud Cleveland on a tremendous season.
Yes.
Like I tip my hat to Deshaun Watson's poor play to injury. And, when he got injured, he was really finding himself.
Yeah.
But shout out to Joe Flacco, comeback player of the year, any other year. I just want to tip my hat to Cleveland. In Cincinnati, you've had 3 years of unrivaled success in your franchise. This is an okay. Burrow got hurt. Let's reload. Let's retool.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Look, Cleveland, they're scary. I don't want to play.
Pain in the fucking ass.
Oh my goodness.
So if they're the 5 seed, who's the 4 seed right now? I think it's
Jags.
Ugh, I wouldn't want to play them.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough sledding. I'm looking forward to the second round because I think they'll beat the Jags. But I'm looking forward to the second round. Like, let's say they play Baltimore and they're in Baltimore. That's a terrible matchup for the Ravens. That's the one matchup you don't want to have. You don't want to play a division rival plus the best defense in football, arguably. It's gonna be tough sledding, dude. Shout out to fucking Cleveland, dude, getting it fucking done this year. All right, let's go to another franchise that's been struggling for years. Minnesota and Detroit. Detroit is 3-point favorites at home. Anything on the line for this one? I don't think so, right? The seeding is
I think the Lions can
in.
move up a spot, but nothing really. They're pretty much locked in as the 2 or 3 seed.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're playing for the 2 seed, I guess, but
no,
I think they can't get it because if Dallas wins, yeah, no. Let me check. I don't think because Dallas has a tiebreaker over them.
They got fucked last week. I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah. By the way, horrible officiating. We didn't really get to talk about it. It was a fucking joke.
Yeah, Max got me on that one. I picked the Lions. I was fucking devastated. I should have had that game on him. It's terrible. The reffing is so fucking bad. And I'm sick and tired of games coming down to the fucking refs. Let a good game come down to the players for once. My fucking goodness, dude. Lions got fucking they got fucked.
Lions get the 2 seed if the Cowboys and Eagles lose, which doesn't seem likely. Other than that, they're the 3 seed.
Yeah. Shout out to Detroit though. Great season. I can't wait for that match.
Dan Campbell, coach of the year, perhaps. He's up there.
He's up there. I would say the 3 candidates right now. It looks like Stefanski's gonna win it. What he's doing with Cleveland. My vote, personally, I would go with D'Amico Ryans. That would be my vote.
Yeah. I would agree. So, like one of those 3. I mean, there's no wrong answer, but
yeah. All right,
I get it.
Let's go to the Jets and New England. The Patriots are 2-point favorites.
Is this Salah's last game?
No,
I'm serious. Like,
it's not.
You don't think they'll fire him?
I don't think so. I think he's.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, he's locked.
Is this Bill Belichick's last game?
I think it might be. I think it might be too. It's sounding like it.
Don't you think it's going to be interesting to see kind of how the end of the game, like how the crowd reacts to Bill?
Yeah, I think it's going to be
right off on a dub. Carry him off the field.
And that's why I'm honestly picking the Patriots. Look, the Jets are what, like 0-18, 16? The last like 16 games, something like that, something crazy. I think they beat the Jets a fucking bunch of times already. I don't think they're gonna beat them here. I think the Patriots are gonna be playing pretty hard this game. Bill Belichick is gonna be coaching his ass off. I think there's gonna be something in the air as far as his last game, and I can't go with the Jets, man. They're boom or bust. It depends how their offense is going that game, and
Zach Wilson's still in concussion protocol, and I truthfully feel like he's not. They're just like, yeah, you're good, dude.
Yeah.
He's probably like, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Exactly. We'll see what happens with that game, though. It's going to be interesting to see. Okay, let's go to, we got that one done. Let's go Seattle and Arizona. What's the scenario on this one? Because I know Seattle's bubble team right now, right? They're on the brink. of a playoff
They're
berth.
very close, and to me, it seems like I would say the Seahawks kind of squandered their chances. They lost too many games they should have won. Like last week against Pittsburgh was a prime example of why this team doesn't deserve to be in the playoffs. They beat the Cardinals. The Packers lose. They're in, and then there's a bunch of tie shit I'm not going over. So they need to win, and the Packers need to lose. I think that's their scenario for their best chances. I'm not sure if that's a lock, but that's what I read. That's what I have written down.
Well, they got wrecked by Pittsburgh, and I'm pretty convinced that like the Seahawks are just not that good of a
Yeah, no,
team.
they're both 8-8. So yeah, they win. They Packers lose, and I think they're an easy out. Like I think if any team would die to play Seattle, they'd be like, please
Yeah,
just fucking play.
Seattle is just missing it, dude. They are. I think they have a couple guys that they need to get rid of. I think they're a little bit too much invested into the wide receiver position. I really do think they should have traded either DK or Lockett with the amount of depth that they have at receiver.
Both are fine players, but yeah, I
Yeah, both
agree.
are fine, but I think you need to
I think
improve.
DK is probably on the move.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird how their defense is because they got Bobby Wagner, but then they have this youth movement with Tariq Woolen and Witherspoon, but
But
they still
Tariq
have
Woolen
Jamal
has not played well
Adams.
this year. He's played like crap, in all
Yeah,
honesty.
the Seahawks are in a very weird position, but can easily come back in it. Like whether they run it back with Gino or not, I still think like there's so many options that you have here that you can move off players and get some compensation and improve your roster to where they're going to be still dangerous. The thing that sucks is that they play in the NFC West. They play with the Niners, and the Niners are like way ahead of them on talent right
Yeah,
now. They're not even fucking close. Okay.
yeah. I'm still going Seattle though. I
Yeah.
just think they're gonna win this game.
Arizona's good. They play with house money. They beat the shit out of your team. So they're good to go. They're happy.
Thanks.
They won their
Thanks.
Super Bowl last week.
Fuck you. They did.
All
I
right.
hate you.
Let's go to Chicago. This one's simple. Like Max said, Packers win, they're in. Uh, I think this is going to be one of the most underrated games of the week. Packers and Bears. People may say that the Bears are not playing for much. I disagree. I think the Bears are playing for a lot here. I think Justin Fields is playing for his job. And Justin Fields has been playing amazing. I wouldn't say amazing. He's been playing really good. But
I just think it's bullshit that we talk about Justin Fields like they're 4-10 or 4-12.
yeah.
They're 7-9, and he missed 2 games. Like I feel like if he was there, they could have had a chance at the
Well, he's
playoffs.
what,
So
4-1 his last 5 games?
he's been playing really good, man. I just think it's a disservice to him. I feel like there's a true narrative of like, let's get rid of Justin Fields. Let's go get Caleb Williams. And I'm telling you, I don't think Caleb Williams, and I still haven't done my deep dive, I don't think he's going to come into that situation and just be CJ Stroud. I think people forget that Houston's kind of been building up slowly but surely for the last 2 years. But that's another topic. I'm going Green Bay one. I think Justin Fields is playing for his job. I think Jordan Love has kind of found himself. Remember that report a few weeks in the season? Is he the franchise guy? Clear, cut, and dry. Yes, he is. Give him another chance.
He is,
I like what I've seen.
but I got the Bears. I like the way Justin Fields is playing. DJ Moore, that defense is for real. The Minnesota Vikings suck, bro. Jaron Hall looked like absolute dog shit. He was terrible.
I don't know why they keep starting that guy.
I don't buy the Packers. The Jordan Love looks fine. Yeah, it's a testament for how the team is. The team is playing with like backup corners. The team is playing with the receivers are dropping like flies for the Packers. I don't think the Packers are a good team as far as like, hey, we can go on a playoff run, like beat the Cowboys potentially. Like I don't think they're that good talent wise. The Bears are something not to fucking play with, bro. They have the second best run defense in the league. I don't think the Packers are going to be able to do much on offense. I got the Bears all the way, bro. Okay, let's go KC and Chargers. Okay, we'll get this one over quick. Nothing playing
Chargers are
here.
going to lose.
Yeah, Chiefs are locked. Chargers are locked and sucking.
I don't think the Chiefs can move at all. They're just locked in as like the 3 seed or something.
Yeah.
They're not really going up or down.
We're both going with the Chiefs.
Yes, fuck the Chargers.
How weird do the Chiefs look, though?
Very weird. It'll be interesting. Well, we can't even really judge them off this. So
No, but
I'm
last
going
week
with.
against
Oh yeah,
Cincinnati.
no. Look like crap. Look like crap again. No.
But they won. They fucking won, dude. All right. Denver has a shot to make it into the playoffs. A lot of shit has to happen, but they're playing the Raiders this week in Vegas. Got a little streak going on. We're both picking the Raiders. Do we not feel
Yes,
confident
sir.
about Denver?
I don't think they want to make the playoffs. I don't think Denver really wants to. Otherwise, it wouldn't have benched Russ. And I know the stupid bullshit about his contract. If you really were gunning with it, like if you really bought into it, you were going to make the playoffs. You would have started Russ. And I think his future was sealed when he lost to New England because if they were 9-7-1, they're pretty much guaranteed a spot.
Yeah.
But now they're playing for their life. Let me give you the situation real quick, and I'll tell you. I think they're eliminated. I don't think the Broncos can make the playoffs.
No, they're done.
No, I don't think they can. I think they're on the outside looking in. It's like point one. Yeah, I don't think they can do shit.
I think just a lot of shit has to happen. I know they're out for the division for sure.
No, they can't. They're out.
Oh my.
I'm double checking right now because I didn't see them pop up. What? Why is it such a fucking difficult question? Just keep talking. This is so fucking
It's
stupid.
fine. I mean, like you said, I don't think they're trying to make the playoffs. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's end off with we got 4 more games. Okay. Let's
No,
talk
they
about
can't.
your
Final answer. They cannot because
they
their
cannot.
division's locked up one, and they're on the outside looking in on the standings.
Okay. Philly Giants. How you
I
feeling?
hope we lose. I hope we fucking lose. They're
So
fucking shitty team.
let's talk about it. How you feeling? What's going on?
I can't wait for it to be 3rd and 18, and we'll call a receiver screen. Devontae Smith might not play. We'll win this game close, 24-20, but we suck. Our play callers are bad on both ends. Dude, we got shredded by Arizona. We got shredded. We don't deserve to do shit in the playoffs this year. We are fool's gold. I'm calling it right now, Dak, wherever you are. You called it before I did. We're a joke. We're not going to make it. I'm sorry. We suck. Like, I truly don't think we can make noise. Like, I know you're like, they can get hot. I don't think so. Like, there's only one case where like the Ravens limped into the playoffs and they caught a miracle against Peyton Manning and then they won out, right?
Yeah.
I just don't. And there's talks about AJ Brown's frustrated with the coaching staff, which I think he should be. The play calling sucks. How
They
many
run a high
receiver
school
screens? How
offense.
many quarterback draws? How much we fucking suck?
Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing last week. The fact that Arizona could do what they want. James Conner dominated you guys. Kyler Murray looked like he can do whatever he wanted. Uh, your offense is abysmal. It really is. It's doing a whole fucking 180 right here. You're going the opposite way as far as coaching goes. When do you start blaming Sirianni? Because we've seen this story with the Eagles. We've seen it. Doug
Correct. And I think
Peterson.
there is some blame on him, but the truth is, was just like, man, like you lost your 2 top play callers. And same thing happened to Peterson. You lost Frank Wright, lost to DC, Jim Caldwell. I mean, Caldwell kind of wrote it out for a while, but Sean Desai was a fucking mistake. Brian Johnson was not ready to take the reins. Look, I don't think either of those guys comes back. And then we're at the same problem. And look, Shane Steichen for the coach of this Colts, there's a reason they're 9-7.
Yeah.
Shane Steichen's a really good coach, really creative offense. Jonathan Gannon won. The Cardinals have been competitive for a while, even though they're 4-12. They have not been a joke. So, we lost key players and we kind of got a little older. Fletcher Cox ain't the same. Reddick's not hitting the same. I truthfully don't think it's the pass rush. We can't cover guys for seconds. Like we can't cover anyone. Like we're bad. We're fucking bad. Like
Yeah.
not like a little bit. Like no, it's abysmal. And I'm going to pick them to win because I don't believe the Giants. I'm going to go 24-20. But we're a wild card team. We're not going to win the division, and that's a
Yeah.
fucking joke. We started off 10-1.
Last week it confirmed it for me. I was still holding on to some ego hope, but it looked bad. You guys legitly run a high school offense, and that's what worries me. It's like the defense. I think it
We
is what
just
it is
say
at this point.
we're bigger and better. Make plays. That's all our offense is.
Yeah.
It's never creativity. Never.
Yeah. And what's Sirianni? Sirianni's a special teams guy. What is he? What's his background? I'm forgetting.
I think he was the offensive guy in under Reich. He was like the OC under Reich, but
Like, is this one of these
like
situations where like you gotta take the reins, like on some side, because both sides are
he was the
struggling?
offensive coordinator for 2 years. But it's like, bro, if you're the OC, like you got to step your shit up, Sirianni.
Right. Like I feel like that's just something that has to be done. Like, hey, I'm doing play calls now.
Yeah, and I think he is a good head coach in terms of managing situations and stuff. But right now, like he's lost control of the staff, and if he loses the locker room, that's going to be a bad sign.
Yeah. We'll see what happens, man. Let's go Frisco and Rams. This game doesn't mean much. Oh my God, Max picked the fucking Rams. Tell me why you picked the Rams. They're not playing for anything, right?
They're
They're
not playing
done.
for
They're
shit.
locked.
Neither the Niners. Neither the Niners. I picked this team because their quarterback's Carson fucking Wentz, and I'm gonna get my fucking justice that he's gonna have a Matt Flynn type game. The contract offers the Raiders are gonna take a chance, and he's gonna be a fucking quarterback again. I'm picking Carson Wentz. No fucking logic. I'm rolling with my boy 24-14. Carson fucking
This is
Wentz,
gonna
man.
lose you the pick'ems. You know that, right?
I-
This is
I've
gonna be the
lost with
game.
Carson Wentz before. One. I'll
You're
do it
fucking
again. God
crazy.
damn it! Is he gonna win me the pick'ems or lose me the pick'ems?
Oh my God. All right, let's move on. Carson Wentz, boy. That shit's gonna look terrible. Watch. All right, Dallas, Washington. What? I I got the Niners. Come on.
Fucking,
Got the
he's a
Niners.
fucking fan.
The Niners are gonna win, bro. All right, Dallas and Washington. Dallas is yeah, Dallas is playing for the division. They win the division. The way that the Eagles are looking, they may not have to, honestly, but 35-16. This is a lock for me. I think this is going to be a
Lock.
dominating win by Dallas. Dallas, I'm just going to say this about Dallas. I want to buy in. I do. I want to buy in so bad. But the fact on how that game went against Detroit, the clock management by Mike McCarthy was atrocious. Fucking terrible. Second down, under 2 minutes to go, and you throw the ball out of bounds. Why are you throwing the ball at all? This is why I don't trust Dallas. Dak, I see something different in Dak this year. I do. I like the
I do too.
defense. CD Lamb, amazing. It always comes back to McCarthy. That's what scares me. And that Saturday game confirmed it in my head. I'm not going to trust them. Will they win a playoff game? Yeah, maybe. But I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl. And I don't think they're a true Super Bowl contender because of him. Call me a hater. Call me whatever. You guys have a great team. You guys don't have a great coach. Straight up. That's how I feel about the Cowboys.
I agree. I think Mike McCarthy is the thing that holds this team back, and I think he's going to continue to. Unfortunately, and I agree with you. Dak has proven he's a different guy this year, completely different guy. But if you have a coach who can't manage situations, like how many times, like against the Eagles, same thing. Like it's like, why do we have one timeout? Why do we have one timeout in the second 2 minutes to go? Because we have to keep can't get the play calls in.
Yeah.
Same thing with Dallas. It's like the penalties, which is coaching. You agree with me, and this clock management is going to come back to bite them in the ass.
That was unacceptable. The fact that I was shocked that they did that. It was crazy.
Why are you
They
shocked,
should
though?
have lost that game. They should have lost that game.
Why
All
are you
right.
shocked, though? Like, why are you shocked?
Man, it's just I wish quarterbacks would do this more as far as like I've even seen Rodgers do it. Like when there's a bad play call, don't call it. Don't do it. Like just switch out of it.
Jalen Hurts would have to switch every fucking play.
Like you remember that play in the NFC Championship where Rodgers, when he there was a certain play call and he wound up running it, and then after he was like, oh, I should switch the play or whatever, shit like that. I don't know. If I was Dak, like I would have just never threw it. Like, no, fuck that. We're running the ball. No fucking questions. But then again, you got to throw in the, hey, that means you're not confident in yourself and shit.
Yeah, all this bullshit.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Sunday Night Football. NFL's loving this game. This is probably the most anticipated one. No, it's in Miami. Is it in Miami? Or did you get this wrong? Okay, it's in Miami. Okay. Buffalo's favored, by the way. This is gonna be a interesting game. My goodness. So Miami's win. Miami's in. They're in the playoffs. They're gonna get a wild card at best. I mean, at worst. Okay. But the Bills, on the other hand, there is a lot of scenarios. So number one, if they win the division. They're in the playoffs. Simple as that. But if some couple teams wind up winning and they lose, there is a possibility that they're out of the playoffs.
Correct. So they win. They win the Dolphins. They win the division. If the Steelers lose, they're in. Jaguars lose, they're in. That's Buffalo's situation. But it's not going to matter because they're winning this fucking game one. I believe in Josh Allen. He's the fringe. He would have been the MVP if they had a better record. He's played tremendous this year. I just like what I see. I think it's going to be a great game. I'm going 24-23 Buffalo. This is just like a nightmare for Miami because they've had some ups and downs. Hey, look, I'll say this. Tua, I thought he's played better than I thought he had all year. At the end of the day, he still does some things I don't love, but I think this game is Josh Allen's gonna win this game. I just think he and Sean McDermott knowing the bullshit of this offense.
Yeah.
And what I mean by bullshit is the jet sweeps, the
Rarely, sometimes you see it, but not a lot. Not in big games. In big games, they usually come out. But look, I'm rolling with Buffalo too. I feel.
Thank God it's in Miami, by the way, not fucking frozen tundra of Buffalo.
I would have loved to see it in Buffalo though. I would.
That was last year. It was in Buffalo.
I
This
know.
fucking game was in Buffalo.
I know, and Tua fucking shit the bed. Look, Miami's. I think they're done. I do think so. Unless they get a really good matchup in the first round, I think they're done because it's injuries.
So
they got way too many injuries.
Miami, the house is on fire.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not liking it right now. I don't think they have enough. I think.
Did you get that joke or no?
Yeah, the Tyreek Hill's fucking house. That's fucked up.
Okay, I'm sorry. No one was hurt.
But look, Tyreek Hill, I think he's a little hurt. I don't think he's fully healthy.
For sure hurt.
Yeah, Jalen Waddle's banged up. They lost Bradley Chubb last week to a torn ACL.
Oh,
yeah,
sucked.
They lost. They already lost Jalen Phillips
to the Achilles.
Yeah, they're losing linemen. They're really fucking banged up. Raheem Mostert didn't play last week. I just think Buffalo's coming in hot. I like Buffalo. I like the ability of Josh Allen to take over the game. I don't feel confident in Miami, dude. If they can win this game and do it in a dominant fashion, I think kind of like the Jaguars, like it'll be a great confidence booster going into the playoffs and really change the mind of people. But I don't see that happening. I got Buffalo, dude. I'm not liking what I seen from Miami. And granted, it's not all Tua's fault, but it comes back to this, Max. There's people that elevate people, and there's people that just kind of like game manage, like
get elevated.
Yeah, he doesn't elevate nobody. Who is he making better? Not many.
Braxton Berrios.
What are you looking at right there? I see you reading some.
I was looking at. I just want to see like Tyreek Hill's like 2,000-yard season. That's definitely. People were like, he's gonna get there. I'm like, no, he's not. Like,
how many yards does he need? At least like 300.
283.
Oh, that's doable. It's doable.
But he's already fucking hurt. You know.
Yeah, I know, but it's. I mean,
If he's a 250, I just hold him every fucking play. You don't give a fuck.
oh my god, that's fucking doable, man. All right,
No, it's not. You're smoking
no,
dick.
but is it
If there
likely?
was one
No,
guy who could do it, it would be
Tyreek.
Tyreek Hill like Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's possible. I can see that happening. The Buffalo don't have good cornerbacks, bro. All right, sole pick of the week. We're both rolling with Dallas over Washington.
I'm hoping we're wrong, but we're not gonna be wrong. If Dallas loses this fucking game, like fire Mike. Oh, you can't. But after the season, when you lose in the playoffs, yeah, you fire Mark McCarthy for sure.
So we're in agreement where Arthur Smith, I think Dennis Allen is safe. Who else is on the hot seat as far as head coach firing? Well, you put Vrabel? That's crazy.
I don't think Vrabel. I think there's like beef. Vrabel has beef with them.
Yeah.
So I could see Vrabel, Belichick, Saleh are all names to watch.
Dable? I think Dable's safe.
No, I think Dable's safe, don't you?
Yeah. Rivera's gone. He's done.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could buy.
Sean Payton's pretty safe.
Chargers and coach. My Eberflus is safe.
Yeah, I think Eberflus kind of saved his ass. Minnesota's good. I feel like Cincy's good.
Mm-hmm.
What about Tampa Bay?
No, Todd Bowles. No, I think that. Maybe if they lose, yeah. If they lose, yeah, you get rid of them for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
That'll be interesting. We'll see.
What do you think about What do you think about your boy Antonio Pierce? Do you think he should be the coach?
It's tough.
Fuck you and Harbaugh. I hope you two fucking. He's never coming. It's what, fourth time now?
Well, there's a bunch of reports there. So
he doesn't want it.
I've seen 3 reports on Harbaugh. I've seen Chargers, I've seen Raiders, and I've seen Washington. Those 3 jobs. My whole thing about Antonio Pierce, like, I know the players love him. Devontae Adams loves him. My whole thing is I would love to be a fly on the wall and hear the interview and be like, okay, dude, who are you bringing in? Who's going to be your OC? Who's going to be your DC? Because we know you can't call defense. We know you can't call offense. You're a motivator. You know your role.
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's great coaches in the league.
He was a special teams coach.
Yeah, there's great coaches like that. But who are you going to hire? Like, my whole thing is like Patrick Graham, if anything, is the most underrated name that the Raiders should rehire. That's the guy that should come back.
I thought you hated Patrick Graham.
Patrick Graham has improved this defense. He really has. It took him a long ass time to do it, but he's done it.
What if you just brought McDaniels in to be OC?
No, fuck McDaniels. Do you want to hear my weird ass one that I told you earlier?
No, I don't want to hear Gruden OC.
Gruden OC, Jim Harbaugh.
You could never, because people will be clamoring for Gruden as soon as he got there.
Oh my god! But hey, I'm 80-20 on it. Do I want Pierce? Yes, but 20% of me is skeptical of it. It really.
What if Vrabel? Would you hire Vrabel?
Yeah, in a heartbeat. And if I look at Vrabel like I look at Tomlin. I think he's a like.
But you don't let the New England thing scare you?
Yes, I think if McDaniels shit didn't happen, I would hire Belichick. I think with the McDaniels thing happening with the Raiders, you stay away at all costs.
But that doesn't scare you from Vrabel.
No, Vrabel. I don't consider Vrabel a New England guy. I don't. He just played for them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. That's all 16 games, Juan.
That's all 16. This is our last regular season pick'ems.
Who will be the king? So, is there a regular season crown, and then we transfer to the playoffs?
No, because you didn't give me the playoffs that one year. Because I came back.
But you were out of it, statistically eliminated.
No, I came back.
You did not.
I came back.
You didn't.
I came back.
You didn't. You bumbaclat.
There ain't no fucking playoff crown. We'll do a separate one. We'll do separate.
All right, we'll start.
We usually pick the same teams for playoffs. Honestly, there's not that many disagreements. as regular
Eagles
season.
all the way.
Yeah, you're
Raiders all the way.
If that's the case, you're done. You're done.
Raiders all the way.
Shut up. I hate you. Your team sucks. How's it feel? How's it feel to run a high school offense?
We're in the playoffs, bitch.
First round fucking bye right there. Fucking bye week. That's the new Eagles fucking team name, bye week. All right. I think that's gonna do it though. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below. Hey, why don't you guys comment down below? Who do you guys want to win the pick'ems, me or Max? See how many votes we get. All right. We'll see you guys Monday morning. Sunday night.
Monday morning.
Monday morning football, baby. That's probably what time I'll put up the podcast though. So y'all take care. Be safe out there. We out. Peace.